Hey guys, this is Craig from Guitar Lava, and today I want to share with you 5 habits of successful guitarists. And when I say successful guitarists, I mean guitarists that can play, are constantly getting better, and the people you want to be if you're a guitarist. Before I start, make sure you subscribe below. I really appreciate your support and for sharing videos and watching the other ones. Just means a lot to me because I'm doing this just to help people out, so thanks again. Okay, so let's get right into it. Number 1 habit for becoming an awesome guitarist: learn something new as much as possible. Not only going to practice what you've been working on and some of the things you really like, but always add something new into the mix. For me, I love jazz and classical. I love blues. I love rock. I even like country. I get into. I'll be honest with you. I'll even throw some like pop stuff on and just solo and kind of like go over what they're playing, just to kind of give my mind and my fingers something different, you know, so that I'm not always stuck in a rut playing the same thing. I got this book years and years ago. This is the Real Little Ultimate Jazz Fake book, and it was like 25 bucks. It's like 400 pages of just tons of old jazz standards and some modern jazz songs. I'll go through there and just learn some new chords, play along with it, play along with some backing tracks with it too. But the idea for number 1 is to always be learning something new. So if you feel like you're in a rut, take some other totally different style and just get a lick or get a chord progression and just start to learn it. Number 2, play with others. I mean, you've probably heard this, you know, go jam with people, go start a band, be in a band, jam with other people. It's really weird whenever you do it all in your bedroom or, you know, your studio room, and then you go play with somebody else. Like, whoa, this, even as a skilled musician and playing for many years, it can be really weird the first time you play a song with somebody because the feel's not right. It just really opens up a totally different world that you're used to by just playing with yourself. If you can't play with a band or jam with like some other people, get some backing tracks and play along with those, because the main thing you're going to do is you're going to learn to listen to other people, and you're also going to learn where you fit in the band, and you're going to learn timing, playing in sync with other people. Usually the first time you run through a song, it's not very tight. It might sound great, fresh, and all that awesome, but it's not until you actually have gone through it and been able to listen to everybody and play along with everybody that it becomes tight. Number 3, record yourself. Video, audio, playing along with a backing track or a band. A lot of times you'll play something and it'll seem awesome at the time, and then you go back and you listen to it, you're like, wow, like my timing was really off. It felt right, but it was not right. I've done that. I always do it before a big show. I've done it before. The last couple of shows I've had a great opportunity to open for Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Gary Hoey, and both times I did it with all the songs, because you can't see yourself when you're playing. Sometimes you're feeling it and it's just not right, so you have something to work on. So record yourself with your phone or a tape deck, whatever you have, so you can listen to it and you can watch what you're doing. It's really good and effective. I'll do this also with whatever band I have at the time. So I'll record rehearsal just to make sure it sounds good to me, but I might not be hearing everything as I'm playing it, so it's another good thing to record that. Number 4, this goes without saying. You have to play every day. People want to be great. They don't want to put in the time to do it. And I've always said this, 5 minutes a day. It's just 1-5. If you just spend 5 minutes a day doing anything, eventually you could be pretty good at it. For me, like, how often do I practice every day? You know, I don't know. I know yesterday I have a gig coming up, and it's just me. It's a very simple gig, and maybe I'll even show you how I'm gonna do it in another video, but I'm basically just using an orange amp with my iPhone and some pedals and the backing tracks. I'm gonna play with these backing tracks. So as I prepare for that, I'm playing along, getting comfortable with this whole setup for one, and I'm also just practicing the songs as I'm doing that. And so, take for example, yesterday I started practicing, and 3 hours later, I mean, I didn't even realize it was that long. 3 hours later, you know. So then everybody goes to bed after, you know, spend some time with the wife, and after she goes to bed, I'm like, I still had this stuff in my head. My mind never rests, which is why I do a million things, but I had this in my head. I wanted to practice this one song. So before I know it, it's another at least 2 hours later. So yesterday I practiced over 5 hours, and it didn't even seem like it, you know? I mean, like, these songs aren't even where I want them to be. So I mean, it depends how much of a perfectionist you want to be, but anyway, give yourself 5 minutes, and then move it up to 10, and then to 15. You love guitar, you're gonna do it anyway, but make sure you commit every day. And if you miss a day, that's fine, you know, but just make it a daily habit, and it's a stress reliever for one, and you're also gonna get better. And the better you get, it's just a lot of fun. Number 5, the final thing in all of this, no matter what level you are as a guitarist, always be humble. It seems like, oh, well, how is that going to make me an awesome guitarist? Well, don't think you know it all. Like, I've been playing for years and years and years, and let me just take myself out of the example. Steve Vai said in his videos, like, why do you practice so much? He's like, because I don't want people to figure out I'm a fraud, that I'm a fake. Like, everybody knows what a virtuoso he is, but this is the thing. There's so much to learn that you can't be a master of everything. So Steve Vai is no Joe Pass. He's not Eric Johnson. He is Steve Vai. He's the best Steve Vai anybody's ever gonna be. But he's humble enough to understand there are techniques, there are licks, there are chords, there's phrasing that he still needs to practice and master. Same with Robben Ford. Very humble guy that he just is constantly playing. Obviously he loves it, but there's just so much more to learn. I'm Craig from Guitar Lava. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Be sure to share, subscribe below, and I'll catch you next time.